Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Rebecca and today I'm bringing you a trunk club video. So my last trunk was probably my favorite that I've had in quite a while, and Danielle, my stylist, had put together a lot of outfit options for me and I really like the different textures and things. So this time though, I'm gonna try on pieces individually again and we'll see how that goes. I'm filming at my parents' house. I brought Lola over. You can see her in the corner back there, to spend the day here because I'm going out to work. I'm gonna be at a resource fair and my apartment is doing maintenance today, so figured I'd give her some time to just chill and relax while maintenance is there. And yeah, so today I am wearing a dress that I got from Loft a while ago last year, and it has a little bit of a puff sleeve, although my arms filled out enough. The puff sleeve is not very big. And then it has these studs all the way on it. It's very cute. There's a little bit, like, there's no studs on the sides, but there is studs all along the back. And if you see any dog hairs, that's because the dogs have been all over me. So yeah, let's get into the box. I'm going to show you each piece up close, then we'll do some try-ons, and I'll have it going back and forth the entire video. So if you're new to Trunk Club is one of those styling services that sends you pieces every month. You have a stylist that curates items for you. Trunk Club's a little bit different though because it's through Nordstrom, so the brands are brands you can shop at Nordstrom, as well as you get to do a preview. You can veto certain options. You can ask for specific things. You actually have a chat with your stylist, and you get 12 items. So you get to try on a bunch of stuff. A lot of the things in my trunk are actually on sale right now, so I don't have that in front of me, but I'll put it on the screen whenever I show you the item. Before I get going too far, if you're interested in trying Trunk Club, I always have my referral link down below. I do get a credit if you sign up for Trunk Club and buy $50 worth of merchandise. So you're always welcome to try it, see how they style items. And you don't necessarily have to buy anything, but you do pay $25 for styling. At this point, I have done it so often, I don't pay a styling service anymore. And then, yeah, so I have that link down below. It'll put you with Danielle as your stylist, and I've really enjoyed working with her. All right, so first item. Danielle picked this bag for me, and I think it was a really good choice for things that I like. This is the Urban Originals Darling Baby Croc Embossed Vegan Leather Crossbody Bag. And this was, I think, the second to most, one of the more expensive items in the bag. It's $98. And typically I don't spend that much money on bags, but there are some things I really like about this. And I will say I have like $100 in credits right now. So I, spoiler alert, have already begun using this. Let me pull that out there. So I know I'm going to keep this one. There's a lot of things I like about it. So one is I like the fact that it is flat on one side and that the crossbody is long enough. And I'll show you this in just a minute. I like that it sits as like a saddlebag. And then it is vegan leather. It feels really nice. It has this metal part. The metal part, I will say, will get finger marks on it all the time. But it goes in this little pocket. Pretty easy to close. And then it has a zip closure on the inside and areas to keep your things. Now, I will say, this is not the widest opening I've ever seen on a purse. I do have plenty fine a room to get my hand around, but my wallet is pretty big. So if you've watched my channel for a while, you may have seen me open the Rachel Zoe style box, and in it came like a little card holder. I definitely think that's like perfect for this bag. And then it also has a pocket in the back. I have the iPhone 11 Pro, and it's a little bit too big for this. So I think if you had like a smaller phone, it'd be fine. I put my phone in there. It just sits out a little bit. I really like this bag, and I like that it is very close to kind of my typical everyday bag, but has a little extra styling with the Croc embossing. Let me go ahead and show you the length since I'm already here. My favorite part, and this is why she actually got it for me, is the length. So a lot of times I've been trying purses and the crossbody length is too short. This one is nice and long. I like, again, the way it sits on my body. Think it will add a little extra something to all the outfits that I have. And yeah, perfect length. You can stick it behind, wear it in front. This is kind of how I wear it. I like to have hands free. And then it has an adjustable strap. Originally, this was a little bit shorter and it came up like this. I just went ahead and put it on the longest length, and that's kind of perfect for me personally. So I really like this one, $98. It is the most expensive item, but I actually am going to keep it. Do you see her over there? Falling asleep. She also sent me another purse. Now this one is also from a brand. I've never heard of that Urban Originals brand. This is from Mali, M-A-L-I, and LILI. It's their Lola vegan leather round top handle bag. This is $74. I definitely like the leopard print on it. It has a tiny little pocket here. Not sure what would fit in there, and I will say this one also has a long enough strap, which I'll show you in a minute. But this one, it's pretty big. It's a pretty big purse, but also it opens similar to the other one. The difference is it has this part, and so like your hand is going in here, it doesn't open wide, and then these metal things right here are actually textured, and it kind of like hurts your hand to like go back and forth into this. I like that one. It's little and small, but for the most part, I prefer a bag that's going to open up a little bit more than this one. It does have an inner zipper. It also has a fabric with a pattern in there, and then gold hardware and a black crossbody strap. Again, she knew that I was having trouble finding crossbodies with enough length. So let me show you this one. And so this one also has enough length. And it definitely is cute. It's just not as convenient to me. And I don't like the metal right there. But obviously, if you're someone that does more like this, you might take the straps off and hold it. Then this could be really cute. Just not something that I feel like I need at this point. She also sent me 2 jackets. So the first one is the Teddy Cardigan Coat in a 4X by the brand BP. It's $99. BP is usually a very affordable brand. And I will say I think this is like a heavier coat, which is probably why it's more expensive. But BP is also geared towards younger people. So I'll try this on a little bit. I'm going to get fuzz all over my black dress. Never wear a black dress. I have dogs. Why do I wear black dresses? Anyways, it has this kind of like Sherpa fur, and then these tan cardigan moments or sections of it, and has like little cardigan buttons. So it's kind of like 2 items hybrid. Now you have a fur coat / cardigan. So like this part is very like Mr. Rogers, and then this part is very not Mr. Rogers. So I'll try this on a little bit and we'll see how we like it. It's well made, and that's all I can say for the moment. This is also an item that's going to leave a little bit of fluff behind. This is a cardigan. It definitely feels very bulky, especially in the arms. I feel a little bit like a Christmas story. I'm like, can't put my arms down because there's just so much material underneath my arms. But it is comfortable. Not as warm as the other coat. I like the pocket. It does have that cardigan closure. So you just have these buttons. Looks like this last one would fit, but it would be tight. So we'll leave that done. I don't know, guys. I don't feel cute in this. So I think it's just someone who probably maybe likes a little bit less of maybe like feminine clothing, and maybe I like a little bit more feminine type clothing. So a little bit more like close to silhouette and things like that. So not my jam. Not my jam. All right, the next item is another coat, but this one is from the Refinery 29 collaboration with Eloquii, and it's kind of again like that teddy bear shag coat, but this one is in a nice like tan coppery color, which I do like, and then it is also cropped, which I might actually really like, because sometimes the teddy bear coats are overwhelming because they're so big, bulky, heavy. This one is a cropped version. Definitely has some weight to it. I think it would keep you warm. But I will say, I saw it and immediately pulled it out and thought of, gosh, what's that musical? Rent? Like, I feel like I'd be a character on Rent in this, but we'll see once it's on. Okay, so these colors kind of clash, but let's try this on together. I will say, this jacket is shedding. I've seen lots of little poofs go. All right, so I forget what size this is. I want to say 26, 28. This fits good. Has button closures that are the pull tab type. Really official name there. I do like that it is cropped. I do also feel like a character on Rent. So I think I was right about that. This is definitely warm. The inside of it is like kind of what's the word for this? I have no idea. All right, it's polyester. On the inside, it's gonna be warm. I definitely am already getting warm. Kind of cool. I could definitely see this being a cool item, but not loving it for me. So that teddy bear coat is called the Refinery 29 by Eloquii Curly Faux Fur Bomber Jacket. My mom's dog. My mom's dog is yappy. My dog is a little lazy bum. And it's size 26, 28, and it's $129.95. So I had actually reached out to Danielle a while ago because I was really regretting the fact that I did not buy a LEITH dress that was available like last January, and I wanted to see if she happened to still have it. And at the time, she told me no, but she had this other LEITH dress. So she included it this time. It's the angle rib midi dress in 4X and it's in red. This is $59. This was definitely one of the items on sale, so I'll put the sale price on the screen. But this dress is ribbed, but it has different style lines and it goes in different directions to create interest for the eye. It's also going to help with fit because you're going to want this line to go under the bust. I will say, this has a very high slit. Woo, very high. So I know this actually happened in the last video and a lot of you told me to just sew it up. So we'll try this on and see how it looks. To me, that dress screams date night, New Year's Eve, like romantic, sexy time, not just, you know, hanging out with the fam kind of holiday dress. Okay, so I am trying on this dress over leggings, which I don't think I'd wear this with leggings, maybe pantyhose. I like this color. It is definitely a in-your-face kind of red. I do like it. It is also pretty long, comes below my knee. This is that very high slit, which is why I'd want to wear pantyhose. And then also, because of the way my butt is and stuff, sometimes dresses can cause this thing to happen, which is not cute. So I have to like pull, make sure there's you know, definition there. The rib knit is really nice and light. And then when we come into the front, this is where we have those style lines, which I think, you know, you're going to want to wear this below the bust, which means you're going to show a little bit more cleavage in this dress. But let's face it, if you're choosing this dress, you're probably okay with showing some cleavage. So yeah, I'm curious to hear what you think about this one. I'm wearing black right here, which is why you can see the color's a little bit more muted. I kind of like it. It's very much on sale. I think it's like $30-something right now, which is definitely tempting me. Okay, so this next piece is a sweater from, is it Eloquii? No, LEITH. This is a ribbed puff shoulder sweater, 4X in green, $59. I actually think I saw Laura Burns try this on. I don't think she tried it on this color, but I remember her trying on a puff sleeve sweater in her most recent trunk club and she loved it. So it does have a big puff sleeve. This is just thread, probably from that dress. I love the green. I love green. I have hazel eyes, so I always try to go for green when I can. And yeah, ribbed. It does seem a little bit short, so we'll see what it looks like when it's on.
Everything is calm, now it's midnight. Everybody's sleeping, all is peace, and I'm still hanging round.
Okay, so I have the puff sleeve sweater on. And I have to say, it's only okay to me. I know, like, Laura Burns loved hers. I don't know. I don't feel like this is like really doing anything for me. What do you guys think? I like the color. I don't like the cut. The fabric does feel nice. I don't think it would feel itchy or anything like that. The length is okay. I kind of would maybe like it longer. So everything is fine. I just don't know if I like the style on me. So yeah, that's that on that. So I'm sure if you've been shopping online lately or watching fashion videos, you've seen a ton of these like satin skirts. Satin skirts. We're seeing a lot of these like A-line skirts that are midi length, in different prints. And this is from Eloquii. She actually sent me 2 of them. This is by the Refinery 29 and Eloquii Weekender collection. This one is their animal print satin skirt. It's $69.95. And yeah, it has different style lines. I'm very interested to see how this fits because like this is the front and it has a line that goes straight down the middle, but then it also has lines kind of going downward on your hips. So interested to see how that fits. Eloquii is kind of like, the last couple times I've tried on their skirts, they're big in the waistband and then tight on the hip and lower belly. So Danielle actually put these 2 items together in her styling notes. In the last video, I completely do just outfits that Danielle has put together. This skirt does fit tighter in the lower hip and belly than the last skirt. It also is looser in the waist. So I think it's just cut a little bit too straight for me. And that's not how my body is. So I do think the print is pretty. I'm not sure I love it on myself. I'm not sure if these lines are doing anything interesting. Like, okay, it has like this keeps wanting to come up. Not sure this line's doing anything interesting for me. Not sure this line's doing anything interesting for me. What do you guys think? I'm not in love. I've seen this skirt on lots of people look really cute. Just don't think it's working out for me. It makes me look wider here. Yeah. Nah. Who needs it? Not me. So we're getting a lot of Eloquii in this one. This is another Eloquii Refinery 29 piece. This one is a bodysuit. Very curious to see how this fits. It has a star print up top. Again, it's in that satiny fabric. I like this fabric, but I also recognize it's gonna fit you right or it's not gonna look good. This one is in a size, let's see, 26, so we'll see how that fits. The good news is the bottom part is stretchy, which is where I'm definitely 28, and it has a button closure at the bottom. So this is a wrap, comes down, and then has this part. So I'm always curious about these. I've actually seen plenty of them, but never tried them on. I'm curious if they lay correctly because it seems to me like proportions have to be just right for this to work out. This one is their surplus satin bodysuit, and it is $64.95. Okay, well, you're welcome for this beautiful showcase of this item. All right, so this is a 26. I do think a 28 would be more appropriate because there's a little button here in the bust, and it just will not stay closed. So if I were to sit down, this thing would be like, whew. Also, I'm pulling it all the way down, whereas I think it's supposed to sit a little bit more, you know, a little more blousey. But I haven't done the zip, and I don't know that it would be long enough to do it. I just think it'd be very hard to put this on by myself, because it's not something you can just like pull up. I prefer bodysuits I can pull up, but I will also say this. So the sleeves fit okay until we get to the wrist, and the buttons are staying on the inner part of the wrist. I don't know if you can see the little buttons here. This is very tight on my wrist, which is surprising. Doesn't happen too often to me. So I think that, like, I can feel it pulling. That would be very uncomfortable to me after a while. So not sure how I feel about it. I do want to try on the red skirt because I think that's what she intended for me. I just want to see how those two things look together. She sent me another skirt from them. All right, it's this one. So this one is red and has just a slight amount of sheen, not too much sheen at all. Okay, interesting. This one does have a different waistband. So this waistband is stretchy, and it doesn't have as many style lines on it. So this one's in a size 28. I do believe it's going to be around the same length though. It's just a little bit simpler of a skirt. This one might have been on sale. I'll include it, of course, if so. This one is their bias cut satin skirt in a 28 and it's $69.95. Yeah, like I can't even move my arms all the way. Oh my god, no. This is awful. Like my wrist, of all the things on my body, my wrist is what's going to hulk out of this item. That seems odd. I do have my leggings still on my boots. So this is a skirt. I'm sorry I'm so far behind, so far back. It does feel nice. I will give the skirt credit where credit is due. It feels like it fits me really well. I wasn't anticipating it fitting me well. I definitely thought it would be too tight on my hips, but it actually fits okay. Now, do I think this actually looks the best on me that I've seen a skirt? No. Maybe I need to pull it down a little bit more. And I do think also the fact that it has that band that's stretchy, while it's comfortable, it also looks less crisp, professional. So yeah, I think I'm gonna pass on this entire outfit, both pieces. But I will say the skirt is comfortable and I think it's fine for like people who are heavier in the bottom in terms of fit. It's not cut too straight. All right, it looks like the next piece might be my last, is it? I chose this time not to add any accessories because they showed me the accessories, but none of them really stood out to me. Yeah, this is the last one. Okay, so this piece is by MODCLOTH and it is a boat neck top. It has little buttons on the shoulder. I used to love wearing boat neck all the time. Just a regular sleeve. Feels like a nice comfy sweater. It's in like this berry color, which I used to also wear a lot. I don't wear it as much anymore, but definitely open to it. That one is a 4X and is $39.
The fuss and hustle of yesterday's gone. Now let us focus on the holidays, having fun, coming together.
This top is definitely very comfortable. I like where the sleeves hit me. The material is really nice and soft. I like the length on it. It'd be perfect for putting underneath something or as well as just wearing it as a normal top. It has that little button detail here. I just don't think it's very special, and I used to work at Gap and Old Navy when I was in college, and these shirts were like what I wore all the time, so I think I'm just kind of like not that into it at this point. I've already worn it a lot. So it's a nice top. $39 I think is a decent price for this top, but not something that's going to sway me to buy it. So I definitely think overall this trunk to me was not as exciting as the last trunk. Last trunk I was like mad at myself because I didn't have enough money to buy everything, and I definitely thought the pieces in the last trunk were more unique. However, I can definitely see why Danielle sent me what she did. It had texture, print, color, all things that I love. Just maybe didn't love the fit as much in some of these, or it didn't fit into my daily life as well. I am getting the red dress and I'm getting the black purse, and I think those will be great. The red dress is definitely a dress that I don't know I have an occasion for yet, but fingers crossed. Let's get some New Year's Eve plans going. Let's, take a girl on a date. Let's see what happens with it. Let me know what your favorite pieces were down in the comments, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.